All right, I've hit the magic button now.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I did.
so trouble. Here's the thing with Temu and like saying it's all Chinese. Like everything is made in China now. So
Yeah, I know, but like, Brickroad was wrong on the internet, and I had to correct him. Sorry.
this is true.
No, no,
You
no.
should have
I was
corrected him
wrong
earlier.
off of the internet, and then you corrected me, and then I hit the magic button, and now nobody even knows what we're talking about now that we are on the internet.
You were asking where you could find Temu grade D&D players.
There's got to be. I haven't looked, but I'm sure somewhere on one of these, there's got to be like a D&D channel where a guy has tried to run like Curse of Strahd for all the AI chatbots. Like, just give each of them one character and see what they do with it. That's a DM that can blame his players for having a bad game. Like, if that's the quality player you're working with. Or I don't know, like the chatbots are all like sycophants. Maybe it would be great. You just feel like the best DM ever.
I feel like this is a genre that could be profitable, I think.
I don't know about profitable.
Well, Aglex, I mean.
Like, train wrecks are entertaining sometimes.
Listen, it's the same reason that I want to watch this like Black Easter Assassin 33 movie that people linked in your Discord. Just because like it's going to be bad, you just have to watch it to see how bad it's going to get.
I don't watch bad movies anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we do that on Wednesday nights, and I don't show up half the time. Probably don't show up 3/4 of the time.
When I was in my 20s, we would watch bad movies all the time.
April Fool's was on a Wednesday. What did they put in? It was great.
I didn't get fooled once. I survived April Fool's this year.
I don't even think
the Monopoly thing McDole posted was kind of brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, no, the series Monopoly was amazing.
My favorite April Fool's thing was our good friend Not a Buttface put up a totally not April Fool's video where he just sincerely describes a video game that he likes, and I thought it was very sweet.
I mean, everything's so absurd now. The only way to really do April Fool is to be serious.
I think that's his exact MO, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for April Fools Are Bad movie, manager did Clue. April Fools is not a bad movie.
All right, let me just tweet her out to the blue skies here. I have not yet made a like banner art for Flumph 8. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to top the Flumph 7 banner art. It's a thing of beauty.
It really is.
You should go ask Fireplace Jack for his opinion.
Just load this up and say, well, yeah, I don't know.
What you should just do is you should just put that close up of that mouse face.
I was gonna say the mouse isn't on that movie.
Oh no!
Listen, okay. I can admit when I've made a mistake. It was a mistake.
You sure did.
To share that mouse image with not a butt face. He has gone too far.
Yep.
And it's on me.
In other news, I've rediscovered the delightful Balatro-like of Racoin.
The coin flip. You gotta get 20 heads or tails, I forget, in like a row. Is that it?
That's unfair flips.
No.
Okay.
I think I know which game you're talking about, though.
It is Balatro, but it's a coin pusher game.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it was. They put the demo out a while back, but full game is out now, and I'm like, yep, this is my jam.
McDole, I would make fun of you, except I just played the scratch off lottery ticket game.
I have not seen that yet.
It's not even like Balatro. It's an incremental game where you just have to scratch off lottery tickets.
Oh.
And I spent real money and real time on it.
On the plus side, Brick Road, we only have 16 days until Vampire Crawlers.
Oh
no.
And that's when we all cease to exist.
All right,
That is true.
So in 16 days, Flumph 7 is canceled. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, probably.
That's the appendices right there. We all just play. We're like, oh,
Or playing Raccoon and Vampire Crawlers.
Merry and Pippin played Vampire Crawlers for the rest of their days.
She's gonna speedrun.
They probably would. TBH.
I think Pippin would be terrible at that game.
Every time I think about Lord of the Rings, the thing that pops in my head is like that meme of like the Lord of the Rings, like it's got the book and it's like the Lord of the Rings if like Pippin had a gun and it's like 5 times longer.
How do you make it longer by giving Pippin a gun?
It's problems.
I mean, he already gets an incredibly powerful artifact. I think he caused enough problems without a gun.
Yeah, no, that's the joke. He would cause more.
Nah, I don't think a gun's going to cause more problems than the Palantir.
I don't see what the gun's gonna do to cause problems.
Okay. Thank you for overanalyzing the joke and ruining it.
Destel, what did I just tell him like 10 minutes ago?
You know, I really wish they had just kept the original dialogue, all of it, around the Palantir when he takes it from Gandalf. That's really well written in the book, and I think it conveys things just a little bit better.
You can't.
Oh my god, I'm
blind.
Memes. My eyes have rolled so far back in my head.
That's been one of my biggest complaints about the movie. Both scenes, actually. Also,
I'm
they can do better when
blind
Aragorn
now.
uses it to reveal himself to Sauron. I think that's like one of my favorite moments in the entire book. And the movie is fine, but the book is better. And that's like, it's not hard to make up the difference. The delta
What
is
about
not
the Eagles?
far.
What about the Eagles? Were you going somewhere with that, or?
Yeah, like why didn't the Eagles just make everyone's life easier?
Destel,
Proud
this
and
is what I'm
noble
talking about.
creatures that
Like,
don't do the biddings of men.
I could answer that question so many ways, and the answer would make sense.
Eagle, you end up with a evil overlord eagle. Goes over to Mordor to do things correctly this time.
Also, the Nazgul had flying mounts. Like, hello, just you send in the Eagles, they're going to counter with the flying Nazguls.
So, no, that's fine because the Eagles could have landed and they could have jumped off and killed the Nazguls.
Being in places that Sauron can't literally get line of sight to you is kind of important. The only reason they get anywhere is because he gets distracted.
My canonical Lord of the Rings experience is that time when I streamed that Amiga game and I won by sending Frodo and Boromir alone to the Grey Havens to wait out the war, and then had everybody else just stacked up in Mordor until all of the evil was destroyed. And then Boromir and Frodo enjoyed a lovely, friendly nature hike together across all of Middle-earth. And everybody was happy. Boromir seemed like a trustworthy guy. I figured, you know. Oy vey. Who has a 100-word summary of the trouble you guys got into last session?
I need to look at my notes.
You have notes?
Vaguely.
Well, that was Raz's thing.
Well, Raz isn't here.
We took exams.
Raz is off. Some of you took exams.
We smuggled Ellen out of school.
Or no, we smuggled Ellen back into school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we smuggled her out from Orson. We delivered Edmond's body. We had a confrontation with Tinny. We took some exams, and nothing super interesting happened.
Okay.
Oh no, absolutely not. Fucking.
Well, yeah, we ended the session talking with. I remember now, like talking to the Leo immediately ran to the nearest authority figure and asked for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the nearest authority figure decided to go full fascism.
Yeah.
I mean, did he?
We don't know, but we're assuming. It's a safe assumption.
My dude said, look, no matter what happens, I'm doing this in the best interests of Strixhaven, and we're like, sure, Jan.
Yeah,
Was-
he,
was
he
it-
got up there and said, "I'm from the administration and I'm here to help."
So Lord Windspear has declared he will be taking the seat of Dean of Darkwood, which has been empty for decades.
He is now the Darkwood chair of the college or something. I don't know.
Okay. And it was established that the people in the group are none too happy about this. Is that what I heard?
I don't think we know
I
enough
really
to be
care.
happy or unhappy. We just think it's kind of opportunistic.
Okay.
Yeah, Hugo's a little iffy about the whole situation.
But the thing
Really
is he
don't
could
think I
have just
care.
done that at any point. So, like, for him to just like announce he's doing that, he could have done that at any point, obviously, and he's chosen not to. And this new information has obviously prompted him to do it. We just
What I'm
Oh,
hearing
no, that's
is
what
this
I-
is
yeah,
Leo's
Genevieve-
fault.
Yeah, Genevieve had a conversation with friggin' Aslan Rex. That was the main impetus.
right,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then Aslan Rex
has
said,
her-
"I'm coming
Just
to kill you all, eat your souls, and take over your world."
Well, no, he said he says where's Dark he said where's Darkwood. And then also you touched something that of mine.
Genevieve got in trouble and nobody helped her. That's what happened.
We literally did. I literally took her to the nearest authority figure who might know where Darkwood is, and asked him where Darkwood was.
And then he decided, yes, fascism is the correct play.
So we have to decide before we get into this: is it Leo's fault or is it Genevieve's fault? Genevieve's player is not here this week, so it's really easy to blame Raz for everything.
And that
It's
is
absolutely
true.
beautiful.
But I don't feel comfortable.
Leo was
pulling
doing
that
the
trigger.
objectively correct thing. He made the right decision since we are all children.
Also,
Genevieve
like,
should not have made a deal with Aslan Rex.
well, it was that or die. So
We could resurrect her. I have a scroll of Raised Dead.
I think Lord Windspear. Oh, you don't know what his alignment is, but I don't think he's fascist. Maybe he is.
Fascism
said-
is born from good intentions.
It is.
Like it-
Is it?
But-
I don't know about that one.
Maybe,
Jesus.
I don't know.
All right, we're going to start with some downtime actions because I think two of you still need to take exams.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with Geppa and Alistair's downtime actions.
I'm just going to try and learn
spell
Lightning
research.
Spell research. We'll start with you then.
My DC is currently 22. Can Alisar still help me?
Yeah.
And what kind of check is this?
It is a spellcasting ability check.
That's a 16.
A 16, you're looking for 22, so you can reduce that by 8. So your next check is going to be DC 14, I believe.
Excellent.
Did I math that right?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
And Alistair, what did you want to do?
Bolt. Spell research on Lightning Bolt.
Is that learn a spell?
Yep. DC is currently 18.
All right. So it's your spellcasting ability check.
I'm trying to see. Do I have someone who can help me?
I don't know that you do.
I got Yvette, Rubina, and Kenny.
None of those
You
people
would-
can help you with this kind of research.
Yeah, you wouldn't let Yvette help me with this.
I don't know that Yvette has the expertise to help you with this.
Yeah, that
It's
was
not
the
in her wheelhouse.
justification.
I'm the team. I got to justify anything.
Man, I don't want to make friends with Al Sahar.
All I have to do is tell you numbers.
Oh, that's a 25.
All right. Well, that's a pass on the check. So you were attempting to learn the lightning bolt spell, which is outside of your class's
Yes.
spell list. Is that correct? So
Yes, that is
lightning
correct.
bolt counts as. Let me make sure I get this right. The spell counts as one level higher for you than it would otherwise be.
Yeah, which I think is level 4.
So is Lightning Bolt a level 3 spell usually?
I think so.
Yeah.
Then
It's
it
the
would count. It
alternative
would
to
use a level
Fireball.
4 slot for you. Then. Okay.
Yeah.
McDowell, do you want to do your exam now?
Yeah, sure.
How would you like to study for your exam? Study, pull an all-nighter, or try to cheat?
I'll pull an all-nighter. Can I enlist? Can I enlist Elegant Sumai's assistance in this?
Yes. This makes the checks at advantage. 2 checks, and you'll be exhausted when you go into the exam. You are...
I'm examining in...
history. So it's going to be 2 history checks at advantage. Your DC is... 14.
Evaluate art history. You said DC's 14?
DC's 14.
I believe that's a pass. Yeah, without having to burn anything.
Okay, so it's 1 freebie.
And 2.
All right, so you got 2 freebies going into the exam, but you're exhausted, so if you try to roll that check for your 50-50, it's at disadvantage.
I'm doing it at disadvantage. Yep.
If you'd like to follow me over into the puzzle room, please. Welcome to the puzzle room.
What do I do in the puzzle room?
Now, just so you know, I recently had a very vivid dream about running D&D, where I was conducting one of these exams, but I didn't have the answer key.
Oh no.
That's how many brain cycles I'm devoting to these D&D games. I'm starting to friggin' dream about. They're replacing the dreams I used to have about like being naked
about
in school.
School.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Late for geometry I haven't had in 26 years.
Oh, and I'm also naked.
Why is that a part of it? Why is that? Anyway, it's going to be the same as your other exams. It's 5 questions. They're multiple choice.
Sure.
Deluade art history. Okay, first question is, a major theme in Deluade art is A, domination of humanity over nature. B, harmony between humanity and nature. C, making trees look scary. Or D, representing humanity's infatuation with the mystique of nature.
I'm going to say B.
Going with harmony?
Yeah.
Question 2. Crafting with empty space demonstrates what? Is it A, confusion leading to introspection? B, frugality by saving on paint and materials? C, balance and focus? Or D, the artist's penchant for hiding mistakes?
I'm going to say C.
Balance and focus?
Yeah.
Question 3. In calligraphy, this expression is most prominent. Is it A, the flow of the brush? B, perfect spelling and grammar? C, the glow of the lettering? Or D, making letters as small as possible?
Let's take the 50-50 on that one.
All right, that's going to be a check at disadvantage. DC's 14.
So that's a 9. I cannot make that even with a D4 with a bonus D4.
And you are too exhausted for the 50-50.
Yeah. Okay. Repeat the question, please.
In calligraphy, this expression is most prominent. Do you want your answers?
Yes, please.
Is it A, the flow of the brush, B, perfect spelling and grammar, C, the glow of the lettering, or D, making letters as small as possible?
A, flow of the brush.
Question 4. Deleu's expression of the Etherine faith differs from the Ferniskin or Endoline expression in what way? Is it A, shades of gray are preferred to colors? B, themes of impermanence and spirituality are exemplified? C, every expression includes a bell, be it literal or metaphorical? Or D, brushes are replaced by prayer beads?
I'm going to take the freebie on that one.
The freebie, the correct answer is B, themes of impermanence and spirituality are exemplified.
Right. That's kind of what I was guessing.
Final question is, the often collaborative practice of ukiyo-e requires attention to negative space in what procedure? Is it A, reproducing only a small number of prints to enforce scarcity? B, using focused light to melt away metal impurities? C, applying magic to ensure the piece is lighter than air? Or D, carving unnecessary material from blocks of wood?
I'm going to eat the freebie on that one because I am. But actually, I'm going to guess. I'm going to take the freebie on this one, so I'm getting it right no matter what. But I'm going to guess it's D.
Guessing it's D?
Yeah.
And then you're going to take the freebie on it anyway?
Yeah.
Your instinct was correct. It's the art of woodblock printing.
Yeah.
All right. How do you think you did?
3 out of 5.
You know what? I'm going to let you sweat it out. I'm just going to go back and
Okay.
get the other guy.
Right.
Games.
Yeah, you do it. The dolphin is required. They didn't put the slap fight in 4R, did they?
No.
All right. I have one more guy who needs an exam.
Yeah.
Being examined in KINE Essentials of Strength and Conditioning. Would you like to study, take an all-nighter, or try to cheat?
I would like to take it all. I want the thing that gives me 2.
Okay, so you're making
all-nighter.
Do you have a study buddy for this class?
Let me think. Would Timmett be an acceptable study buddy?
Yeah, that seems okay to me.
Okay.
So, and hold on, you are doing
Athletics.
So 2 athletics checks, make them at advantage. Your DC is 14. This is to determine your freebies.
So I got to make 2 checks?
Okay. Yes, 2 separate checks.
All right. DC 14, that is a failure. Because that's 11. And that is a 20-something, so
you've got
23.
1 freebie and you're going in exhausted. So if you make an athletics check during the exam for your 50-50, you're rolling at a disadvantage. All right.
Sure.
Come on over to the puzzle room.
Hello.
The puzzle room is actually like in a quiet old grandma's house. There's just all her jigsaw puzzles on the wall. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's 5 questions, multiple choice, like all your exams up to this point. And this is the final exam of the campaign. This is the last one I'll be giving.
Unless you spring it to us on us later.
No, I wouldn't do that. All right. First question. Which principle best explains why progressive overload is critical for strength development? Is it A, repeating the same weight indefinitely makes muscles stronger automatically? B, lifting heavier every day increases capacity for magical enhancement? C, muscles must be gradually challenged beyond their current capacity to adapt? Or D, lifting heavy things intimidates spectators?
C.
Which one?
C.
C, gradually challenged?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 2. Which energy system is predominantly used during a 10-second all-out sprint? Is it A, adenosine triphosphate creatine phosphate system? B, aerobic glycosis? C, oxidative phosphorylation? Or D, mana?
I'm going to roll a 50-50 on this one.
Okay, making the check at disadvantage.
What is the DC?
14.
Okay, I pass.
All right, so the answer is either A, adenosine triphosphate creatine phosphate system, or B, aerobic glycosis.
What is the question again?
Which energy system is predominantly used during a 10-second all-out sprint?
And it's... I'm going to go with B.
Okay. Question 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which adaptation occurs in skeletal muscle following consistent high-volume hypertrophy training? Is it A, conversion of type 1 fibers to type 2X exclusively? B, muscles develop an innate sense of rhythm in phase with one's magical ability? C, increased myofibrillar and sarcoplasmic volume, leading to greater cross-sectional area? Or D, depletion of mitochondrial density without structural changes?
I have no idea. I'm going to use my freebie.
It is actually C, increased myofibrillar, that's a hard word, and sarcoplasmic volume, leading to greater cross-sectional areas. Question 4. Which neural mechanism contributes most to early strength gains in novice trainees? Is it A, self-awareness of the musculature? B, increased motor unit recruitment and synchronization? C, spontaneous generation of myosin heads? Or D, hyperplasia of muscle fibers?
I'm going to fail this test. I guess D.
Hyperplasia of muscle fibers?
Yeah, what was the question again?
Which neural mechanism contributes most to early strength gains in novice trainees?
Yeah, okay, I'll go with D.
Question 5. During a repeated sprint protocol, depletion of which energy substrate primarily limits performance after 10 to 15 seconds of maximal effort? Is it A, glycogen in slow twitch fibers? B, triglycerides in adipose tissue? C, creatine phosphate or PCR? Or D, natural poison resistance?
Um, think you could. I think you worded this. I hate you a little bit right now.
Only a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Could you repeat the question,
Sure.
please?
During a repeated sprint protocol, depletion of which energy substrate primarily limits performance after 10 to 15 seconds of maximal effort? Would you like your
Yeah, please.
A, glycogen in slow twitch fibers, B, triglycerides in adipose tissue, C, creatine phosphate or PCR, or D, natural poison resistance?
Well, I basically got a 1 in 3 shot here.
Well, it's 1 and 4. There's 4 options.
The fourth one's not an answer. I thought that stuff was called. I thought the stuff that like built up in muscles was called lactic acid. Repeat the. Maybe you're doing like a stupid name here, so repeat the answers again, bar excluding 3. D, I mean.
A is glycogen in slow twitch fibers. B is triglycerides in adipose tissue. C is creatine phosphate or PCR.
I'll go with C.
All right, and we're happy with those answers?
No.
All right, well, come on back to the room and let's talk it out.
Welcome
What
back.
was that?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I did maximum trolling on Treble just now.
Of course you did, because he made
He spent the whole campaign just Googling. Because I thought when I gave you, like, told you guys you picked what classes you're taking, you guys would, like, make up fun classes to take at Magic School. And most of you did. But Treble looked up stuff like KINE Fundamentals of Movement. He told me Essentials of Strength and Conditioning. So I'm like, all right, we can play this game. I went and found an actual exam for the actual class in kinestheticism and like sports medicine, essentials of strength and conditioning, and just straight up gave him the real exam. So Hugo,
Sure.
We'll start with you. WA art history, 5 out of 5.
Oh
Aced
shit!
it.
I thought I only got 3 right.
No,
Nice.
aced it. Well done. This is a man.
Thank you, Elegant Sumai.
This is a man who knows his woodblock prints.
Yeah.
And Leo, in Essentials of Strength and Conditioning, 3 out of 5. Well done.
3 out of 5.
3 out of. I'm surprised too. 3 out of 5.
It's like I get some
Also
extra
known as
D4s
you
on history.
passed.
He used his 50-50 and did not get that question right, but he got 3 of the other ones right. And I'm assuming he did it just by blindly guessing, because there's no way anybody outside of taking sports medicine in school would know what adenosine triphosphate creatine phosphate system is.
Oh, it's energy production. It's ADP and creatine's used for muscle replacement.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I stayed corrected.
I recognize like every 5th word in those questions.
It's hard.
I only know about ADP because the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, I forgot. I can never remember to keep the Krebs cycle straight in my head.
So yeah, Leo got increased myofibrillar and sarcoplasmic volume leading to greater cross-sectional. He got that right. He picked that one out of the lineup. Good. So yeah, you guys, everybody can level up. Those are the last 2 exams I need to give.
My question is, why are you so mean to Treble?
I try to be mean to everybody in turn. The problem is, well, first of all, like each of my players have like different thresholds for how much mean they'll put up with, and also each of my players responds to a slightly different flavor of mean. So I can't be mean to all of you in the same way and to the same degree all the time. Which makes it hard. My job's hard.
I mean, what's going to happen is we're going to get to the final boss, and then right as like we're about to land, I'm about to land the killing blow. Brick Road is going to commit suicide to stop us from.
I'm just gonna deathlink the D&D campaign. No, what's going to happen is you're going to get to the final boss of the campaign, and the only type of damage it's vulnerable to is myofibrillar sarcoplasmic damage.
Oh, God.
And Leo's going to be the only one who knows what that is.
I've trained my entire life for this moment.
I enjoyed making and giving these exams. These were always fun for me.
This is the last one you're actually pushing on us, huh?
Yep, that was it. Those are the final exams. You guys may or may not level up from the end of year 3. I imagine you will, but I guess we'll find out. All right. I need to step away for just 2 minutes. We will let Treble and McDole finalize their level up. I'll be right back as soon as I grab a bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no, mine's way freaking easy because proficiency bonus goes up and that's automatically taken care of by the character sheet. And I get Indomitable.
Yay!
When the role that you could make that never actually freaking succeeds.
I'm taking a level 1 fighter.
Oh, you pulled the trigger on that.
First level or second level?
First.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of wondering. I wanted to get the ASI. I'm kind of wondering if I should take the unarmed fighting to bump me up to a D8.
You
Or if I
should? D8's a big.
Or if I should take the get the 1 Battle Master die.
Or the feat to get Battlemaster dice.
Well, it's a fighting style.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Is that like a fighting style that's outside of the player's handbook?
Yeah, it's one of the Tasha's fighting optional ones.
What cool stuff did you guys get at, what is this, level 9?
Yep.
I'm taking a level fighter.
Multi-classing.
Oh.
Wild.
Well, second wind's nice.
I think monks already have enough bonus actions, but it is pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean it's just something I can do to heal. It's just another thing I can burn.
Listen, if I had just
Heal
taken
up.
that exam, I would also think, what's the most aggravating thing I can do to my DM right now? I think that's a fair response. Screw it, I'm going fighter. All right, I can close out the exams. I don't need these anymore.
Trip attack.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the how many of the I'm gonna take the superior technique.
You learn 1 maneuver and a D6 superiority die. and you get those back on a short rest with your key points.
Yep.
So yeah, tripping attack. That sounds like a great trip attack. That sounds like a great one for you.
One maneuver of your choice. Actually, I think I'm going to take... Where is it? Maybe, hold on. I'll sort that out in a minute. I'm just writing this down. But I am taking the level 1 fighter.
Okay,
So
fantastic.
we can continue.
The student body at Strixhaven is responding negatively to Windspear's announcement that he will be, with the support of Strixhaven administration, will be taking the chair. And for the first time, the College of Darkwood will have a dean. They're responding negatively to this announcement, but in typical like college kid fashion, there doesn't seem to be a single uniting manner in which they're taking it negatively. Different factions of students are responding negatively in different ways.
Why are they responding negatively?
Depends on who you ask. I mean, you have the segment of students that just likes to protest any major change just for the counterculture street cred of it. You've got the students who are claiming this is a power grab of the Republic nobility. Strixhaven is supposed to operate separately from Republic proceedings, but here's this noble Lord so-and-so taking the high chair for himself. You've got the people who are protesting the fact that administratively the proper channels have not been followed. Like, there's supposed to be a process to decide who the dean is. It's supposed to go like this and this and this and this, and that hasn't been done. See, you have your choice of like which picket line you'd like to form or to join, really. It's also coming up on the end of the school year, and it's been a particularly trying year for a lot of students. So there is a lot of like unspent energy crackling around. Do any of you get involved in like the student body politics of the situation?
No,
Like,
Alistair
care
likes.
less.
Geppa could care less.
Couldn't
Yeah,
care less.
Alistair
Couldn't care less.
Alistair likes the guy because he's talked to him a few times. He didn't get any weird vibes.
Okay. Leo, you were the one who was there when he specifically told you. Well, first he asked Leo and Genevieve where their loyalties lied, and when they gave kind of a hemming hawing answer, he kind of wrote it off as like, "Yeah, I was 19 once. I know what you mean." He gave Leo his assurance that what he does next, he does for the good of the school. Does Leo think this is good for the school?
I mean, it doesn't really change anything, and
Okay.
like functionally, like me and Leo both. It's like he could have literally just done this at any point. Like, what is he doing? He's just his functionality, the functionality of the day-to-day his day-to-day is not going to change. He was already doing the job. Now he's just getting the job. It's like, you know that thing in business where like they lay someone off and then they just don't backfill the position, and then now it's your job without the extra pay. He's been doing that, and now he's just, taking the
He's
title.
demanding his pay.
There is
Yeah,
a
he's been
sizable
doing-
number of the student body who all this time thought Lord Windspear was Dean of Darkwood. Like, what do you mean? Oh, he's not? Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like.
Do we
I don't
have a response
really
from Hugo? What does Hugo think?
Hugo's a little bit nervous about it all, but he's usually nervous about big political plays anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
But he has no real strong opinions one way or the other until something horrible happens.
Okay.
Yeah, Alistair wants to try and get a meeting with the new dean, actually.
No, he's not the new dean yet. He's made the announcement that he'll be taking the seat.
No, Alistair wants to try and get a meeting with him.
Before he makes the formal announcement.
No, after he makes the announcement, and Alistair's like, "Oh shit, I should probably go talk to him before he goes in."
Does anybody else want to go with Alistair and have this meeting? Or is this an Alistair flying solo for now?
I already talked to him last week.
Likewise.
Alistair, what do you want to bring to Lord Winspear?
The biggest thing that Alistair wants to know is if he's taking over, what is he going to do about the whole alley punishment justice for all? Is he going to keep the kibosh on that, or is he going to start to institute some of those policies?
No, he has no interest in instituting any of those kind of policies. No.
What is his vision for the university once he takes over and actually has control? And why is he doing this now?
What is Alistair's interest in asking these questions? Just personal curiosity?
Largely,
actually,
personal.
Assume that Winspear asked Alistair that question. Like, what he'll ask you, what is your personal interest in this?
Because I'm a student here, and my family is spending money and supporting the university, and I just want to make sure that, no one's going to be upset and things aren't going to drastically change. And as a invested party, I feel like I and probably the rest of the students deserve to know what are your plans? Why are you doing this now? Why didn't you do this last week or a month ago, or when the stuff with Allie and all the trouble actually started? Why now?
He responds by asking a kind of roundabout question, because you brought up like you don't want people to be like upset about this, like anything he does, any of the decisions he makes or the policies he implements. But he asks you, do you suppose there's a chance that any change in policy would leave nobody upset?
You're avoiding the question.
Well, first of all, he wouldn't be your dean. Like, for you, nothing will change because you're in Prismari College. So for you, like, he would not have any more authority over you and your people than he already did.
Which is fine.
Curiously, he asks you if you've spoken to Leo and Genevieve about this topic.
Did Leo and Genevieve tell anything to the rest of the group?
I think Genevieve shared her the contact she had with Aslan with everyone and what he demanded.
Yeah, I mean, like, I told everybody what the meeting is going to be like, what happened in the meeting.
Yeah, Alistair will tell them. Yeah, I mean, they mentioned that they came here, they told you their concerns, and then, it seems like the next thing you did was announce you're going to be dean, which is fine. I mean, you've basically been running the college for a while, so it's not going to be a big change. But again, the question stands for all of us students and those interested parties and the financial backers of the institution. It would be nice to know some of what's on your mind. Like, are you just doing this now because before the threat wasn't big enough?
He tells Alistair that in his professional... Actually, Alistair has a relationship levels with this character, doesn't he?
Not officially, I don't think. He's talked to him a lot, but not enough downtime actions.
Leopold has a relationship level with him. Okay.
Yeah. But they went through that whole demerit club situation together, so...
Alistair, Winspear tells you that he granted this audience with you because he knows that you are working close with Leopold and Genevieve on their various adventure projects that they go on. And he appreciates your contributions to those projects. He especially appreciates you overseeing the committee that is recasting the statue that was demolished by anonymous vandals that still have not been caught.
Mysterious forcers.
Right. That said, if you have official inquiries about his policies or this process, you should file them with the... He gives you the bureaucratic runaround. You don't get answers in the meeting, and he makes it pretty clear that, like, another meeting of this type will not be granted to you. If you want these kind of general, like, administrative questions about policy and things, there are channels you have to go through that he's not going to... he's not going to give the end run with a private meeting with a one single student about it.
Alistair just sort of shrugs, nods, thanks him for his time, and then goes to weaponize bureaucracy.
He's like, wait a minute, bureaucracy? No, not at school. That never
No, that's
happens.
fine. So what Alistair wants to do, and I don't know how we'll do this, but since he is a noble and he knows all about the joys of bureaucracy, and Lord Windspear basically just blew off what he thought were his good questions, Alistair is going to go and start filing proper paperwork and making the right contacts and connections with nobility to try and basically to make Windspear's job a living hell to actually get this position.
Got it. Now, there's not like a bureaucracy skill that you can roll.
Intelligence, diplomacy?
Diplomacy's not a skill either.
Persuasion?
Oh, that's what I meant, persuasion.
Give me a... Give me a popularity persuasion check.
Why would you do this to me?
Because you said you wanted to... You stated what you want your character to do, and this is how it's going to happen.
I gotta remember how to calculate things without ability bonuses.
I mean, it's just simple math. You roll the d20, you add the number.
Well, okay, so my popularity bonus is 0, but I have expertise in persuasion, and I got a... What's our friggin'...
Well, then you can
plus
add your
4.
proficiency bonus twice if you're expertise in it.
Yeah, so it's like an 18 then.
Okay. Alistair, you have a choice. You can either bolster one of the current student movements that is against Windspear stepping up, or you can spearhead a new one that will have sizable to moderate success.
He would bolster whatever group is making sure that Windspear is going through all of the proper paperwork, and there's evidence and proof that the president of the university and the provost system supports this and is behind it. And...
I don't think the university has a president.
So who's in charge of the university then?
Shrug
A
emoji.
council of deans.
Yeah, there's a chair of 5 deans, one for each college, but the Darkwood College chair has sat empty for 50 some years.
Yeah, but like in the university system, there are people above the deans. Or is that not the case here?
Most university systems don't teach you how to throw a lightning bolt, so...
Yeah, but there's 5 different there's 5 different colleges at the university. Like
Correct.
Yeah, and they vote.
So they just rule by committee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5's a good number for a ruling committee.
But there's only 4. It's messy,
Oh, I
is
thought
the
the
point.
acting dean would be on is the acting dean of Lord not on the committee? I always assumed they were.
Lord Windspear is not the acting dean. He is the chair of the school disciplinary council.
Well, then who's the acting dean?
No one.
No one.
Darkwood.
Yeah, Dean
Darkwood was the
Dean
dean.
Darkwood.
Okay, so this university has run all sorts of back asswards.
Yes, you're starting to get it now.
Congratulations. We are on which session is this?
I thought we were playing school.
I didn't. Yeah, for what it's worth, we haven't had to actually deal with this level of university politics before. I think.
It's almost like some asshole with very little stakes in what happened to this world just slapdashed a magic school together and then left.
And then bounced.
didn't do his research
Jeez.
on actual university bureaucracy.
So
Yeah,
Alistair
whatever,
with his
whatever
18,
committee
he can glom onto one of these student movements. Like, wait a minute, there's no process. Nobody knows what they're
Wait a
doing.
minute.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Well, no,
We-
it's more the whatever one is going to make his life a living hell. Like, where are the other applicants for this position? Where are the alternatives? Where's the
Mhm.
voting system and the mock teaching and the discussions between different candidates for the administration? Like,
Okay. And of course, you still need to have some procedure to remove the current sitting dean who hasn't been seen in 50 years. Like, that hasn't even been taken care of yet.
Yeah. So if the guy wants to play bureaucracy, Alistair is going to play bureaucracy.
Okay.
Sorry, but that's just the GIF that I posted in Discord is like absolutely. I'm
Making me
sorry.
change channels?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm fully aware this is going to have no implication and no effect, but still make me feel better.
McDowell, you can go ahead and you don't know that. I might have been waiting for somebody to say exactly what you just said and making the roll
Could be.
exactly that you just made. I need McDowell. You can go ahead and pay yourself for working your week at the cafe.
Yep.
And then I need all 4 of you to roll initiative.
Oh God.
Cool.
That escalated.
That's
That's
escalated.
good. Winspear's mad. He just comes out with a gun.
For reference, what's
Oh, shit.
like? I need to know what spells I would have prepared as a ranger this morning. Can you give me any more information about why I'm rolling initiative or what?
You guys are
what
going to get
happened
jumped
today?
when the 4 of you are walking across campus to wherever it is
Thank
you're
you.
going.
Okay. I think that's just going to be my standard entangle Goodberry then.
Yeah, you can have the benefits of the long rest beforehand and switch out your spells if you like. But that's what's going to happen if you're about to get jumped.
How many blips do you have me on, by the way? Apparently, I have 2 sources of notes for that, and they conflict.
I can look that up for you. I've got you
Yeah, I know
I've got you at 5.
Yeah, okay, that's what the second one said. I just didn't write it down. The sheet I use
I mean-
roll after roll.
I mean, I've got my stuff.
I'll
written
take
down as
initiative. Give me a second to
6.
get this set up.
I don't think that's right.
I forget where the button is. I'm the one who found the button. I forget where it is. Everything is terrible.
The button does not
Where's picture in
exist. It's
picture?
not real.
Right click.
There, yeah, you got. There we go. Oh,
So I'm not sure where you guys are headed. I guess you might be a good idea to establish what time of day it is. What's a good time of day where the 4 of you would all be going to the same place, crossing through the central campus together?
What's our unifying class this semester? Anyone remember?
Why can't we just go to brunch?
Archaeology field work.
Archie field study. Yeah.
Archaeology field. Everybody's doing archaeology this semester.
I feel like we'd just be going to brunch. It feels like a brunch kind of day.
Feels
Sure.
like a brunch kind of day. You just wake up ready to have a Mac attack. You guys are crossing through the main campus in front of the biblioplex, which is like the huge central library situation here. And there's a sudden commotion nearby where several students cry out in fear and then begin to scatter in a variety of directions. And I don't have like battle map for you guys, but I will put a purple marker on the initiative tracker. Genevieve has taken up the slot that I want to be on, so we're going to throw her away, and there we go. So we're going to say that
Since we're
the sounds you heard and the students are scattering from outside the biblioplex, relatively close, only about 30 feet from your position. So a lot of students are running away from that area, and that seems to be where the commotion is. Nobody is surprised.
Everybody roll for initiative, Dork.
I'm doing it.
Sweet. Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, who's at the top of my order?
Gep is at 22.
All right, then it's Geppa's turn.
I move 30 feet forward. What do I see?
Rushing forward, you see some kind of. It's a vaguely humanoid creature with a long, spindly tail, 5 or 6 feet tall, covered in pointed spines all down its arms, its back, all along its spine and the base of its tail, and all along its head, like it's wearing a crown of thorns. And it looks a little disoriented. It's looking around menacingly, making hissing sounds at the nearest students. So far, it hasn't attacked anybody, but there's a person on the ground next to it that lost their footing and is like desperately trying to get away. The thing definitely looks like it's about to turn on that person.
I'm going to need a DC 18 Constitution saving throw, please.
We're theoretically good at these. Are you casting a spell?
I'm casting Levitate.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a 24 on that.
Go ahead and reroll that. I'm going to burn a silvery barbs and give myself the advantage.
Oh, okay. That turns it into a 20. No, I have to take the lowest. Wait. I roll if I roll with advantage, I roll a third die and then take what's on the new die. Is that correct?
That's how we've been running it, yeah.
Then that's going to turn into a 20 then.
I'm going to silvery barbs it.
You're dragging all the silvery barbs out today. Let's do it.
On the stack, can I respond? I'm just kidding.
That's going to turn it back into a 24. But you can hand your advantage off to somebody.
Yeah, Hugo, you get the advantage.
Geppa, casting the spell, you've definitely got the creature's attention. And that was weird because you tried to cast a spell. You saw the spell failed. You tried to silvery barbs it. It failed again. Alistair from back there tried to silvery barbs it. It failed again. And now the creature is angry at you.
I move into melee and cast Shillelagh as a bonus action. That's my turn.
You can cast. Oh, you use your reaction to cast silvery barbs, didn't you?
Yep. Next up, we've got Alistair with Hugo on deck.
Alistair, you're up.
So I guess I need this thing to make a dex save.
Dex save. We are not trained in those. Are you casting a spell?
I am casting a spell.
21 on the dex save.
Silvery barbs.
Wow. All right. I like what's happening here. That's going to turn into an 8.
Okay, great. It fails. Leo, you have advantage.
Okay.
I think everybody's got advantage at this point.
And I need some dice. Can you guess what I'm casting?
Well, you should tell me what you're casting, because otherwise I can't educate it properly.
Lightning bolt.
You should be doing that for the DM anyway.
He didn't ask.
That is true.
Okay.
Isn't lightning bolt a 10-foot wide line?
It's a 5-foot wide.
I'll give him a line to the creature. I'll say he can get an angle on it. I'm not gonna. Okay. If I had put the battle map up and I had like actual students around to hit, it would be a thing. But I didn't do that, so I'm not gonna penalize him for that.
I rolled super shitty. It's only 27 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And you can tell by the effect on the creature. Oh no, I'm sorry. It is not resistant to lightning damage. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and give it the full damage then. You said 26?
27.
27. That 1 point is going to make all the difference. Just you watch.
It might.
What's your question?
Oh, no. As a bonus action, Hugo, you get a bard die.
Are you moving or staying put?
Advantage and a bard die.
Yeah, go wreck this thing. Alistair's going to move behind Hugo and others.
Okay, who's next?
If he wasn't already.
Next up, we've got Hugo with Leo on deck.
Hugo, wreck this thing?
Hugo's gonna close, get big,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, he's gonna swipe at the creature. Power attack, that is an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Oh, that's not good for you. We re-roll ones in this house. 25 points of slashing damage from that hit.
Okay, that's a lot.
And then second attack.
Silver damage.
Yep, magical silver damage.
Three at the bar die.
So D8.
That is a
It is a
dirty.
D8.
That is a dirty 20 to hit. I can add I can add this to damage.
No, well, you can add it to your hit, and then you roll, and they have to roll a con save, and they take that much thunder damage.
It's a very
Right.
convoluted bard ability.
That is very convoluted. That makes that a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ew, that's only 9 points of slashing damage from that second hit.
It is bloodied.
And Hugo is going to position himself such that if that other student is attacked at it whatsoever, Hugo is gonna get that sentinel hit in.
Got it. So Hugo's just kind of posting up right there.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Next up, we've got Leo with the purple on deck.
I'm gonna run forward. So the only like student that's not us that's in range is the one on the ground.
Yes, other students scattered, running off in different directions. One student tripped over their shoelaces, hit the ground, and it looked like the creature was going to set upon them before Geppa got up there.
Okay. Action, fireman carry. Action, grapple, fireman carry them, run out, dump them on the ground.
And to do that, will you be using your adenosine triophosphate creatine phosphate system?
You can go straight to hell.
To get them out of there, though, you will be leaving the creature's threat range. Do you have a plan to disengage, or you want to eat an attack?
Bonus action, disengage.
Okay, so you're just saving the student that was on the ground and getting them to safety.
Yeah.
So I am going to get a turn with my creature. I was worried that I wouldn't. I was worried that this was just like a big free XP bag, like in Zelda 2, the P bag's just laying around everywhere.
I'm sorry my lightning bolt damage was so bad.
I mean, that's on you for using lightning bolt on a single target. 3 attacks, and I've got Geppa and Hugo there. Geppa's smaller and probably easier to hit, so we're gonna put all 3 on Geppa.
All 3 of them on Geppa?
All 3 of them on Geppa.
Oh, Go ahead and do your first attack.
Well, trigger your sentinel if I try to attack the person on the ground, right? Isn't that what you said?
Well, let me double check something.
If the creature's got an effect where I've got to attack Hugo, I'm going to attack Hugo instead. But I thought that would only trigger if I was... Because you said you were posted up over the person on the ground. This is an intelligent creature. I was trying to have it act in a way that would not trigger more attacks on it, so it would die before it could hit somebody.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and the target doesn't have this feat, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against
Got it. Okay, then Hugo can eat all 3 of these. You just talked yourself into getting hit 3 times, bud. Good job.
Okay, yeah, we'll see about that.
I got a 17 to hit Hugo.
Nope.
I got a 19 to hit Hugo.
That'll do.
And I've got a 25 to hit Hugo.
That's it.
Hugo, the thing lashes out with its spiny tail. And I mean, you just get your shield up and deflect the hit. But that movement, the thing is moving so quick that you feel the strikes almost before you see the movement. Both of its claws hit. And I'm going to roll some damage. That's all the damage I get? Really? Ugh. These base Monster Manual monsters, I'll tell you what, man. I need to get back into the Tome of Beasts. This is nonsense. Hugo, we're looking at 9 points of magical piercing damage from the first claw attack. And
Sure.
we're looking at 4 points of magical piercing damage from the second claw attack.
Okay.
After that, the creature is going to leap onto the wall of the biblioplex and try to climb up. In doing so, it's leaving 2 threat ranges because Hugo and Geppa are both standing there.
Oh,
I use my reaction to silvery barbs.
I actually don't have a silvery barbs. I actually don't have a reaction because I used that to hit him.
Well, then I could
Oh
have
wait, no.
attacked Geppa.
Oh wait. Oh wait, no. No wait, no. If he left I didn't use my reaction, so therefore I didn't use my reaction. Therefore, I can hit him with Sentinel.
Okay. Well, if you hit him with Sentinel, he's not going anywhere because that's what Sentinel does.
Yep.
But you do get the attack opportunity. He's attempting to leave.
That's a bummer.
A
That's
bummer.
the sound of a successful hit.
That's only a 13 to hit.
Okay.
Trying to think if I want to pop two blips for a reroll on that.
13's not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a. How about a 14?
14's not going to do it.
Okay, buy 2 blips.
I get to erase 2 blips. Beautiful. The creature leaps out of your range. You take a swing with your axe and just catch the air. It's moving mighty fast. Grabs on to the side of the biblioplex wall and starts shimmying up towards one of the upstairs windows. Gets about 30 feet up off the ground. And then it's out of movement. It can't climb any further than that for now. That's going to be the creature's turn. Who's next?
That would be Geppa.
And what would Geppa like to do to my poor creature that did nothing wrong?
Said it's like 30 feet up.
Yeah, it climbed 30 feet up the wall.
Great. I'm going to cast a twinned fly on Leo and Hugo.
Oh, good. Let's be real. If Genevieve was here today, this creature would be dead by now.
I can already fly.
Fine, myself and Hugo.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't want to fly.
I'm still-
And then as a bonus action, so I can fly now.
Okay.
I'll fly up to it
Yep.
with my movement, and then as a bonus action, I will cast a quickened booming blade.
Okay.
That's not going to hit. That hits an armor class of 12.
12 does not hit now.
That's my turn.
All right. Who's next?
We got Alistair with Hugo.
How destructive do I want to be?
You might get a citation for vandalizing school property if you break the biblioplex.
Question: How many tiny objects can fit in a 5-foot square?
Probably thousands and thousands.
Okay.
I mean, so the actual size range of tiny doesn't have a lower bound, to my understanding. A tiny
Okay,
object
so
is like a
what-
book. Like
Would
like
a dagger be considered tiny or small?
tiny.
Okay. I definitely can't fit thousands of daggers in a 5-foot. Actually, no, a 5-foot cube could hold thousands of daggers.
I could see that. What are you trying to do? Let's start there.
Well, I was gonna animate 10 daggers and have them go take this guy on, but
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna do another lightning bolt instead.
Okay.
I think both are kind of overkill.
Listen,
They are,
Alistair
but
got
you
new
know what?
toys.
I am making a probably terrible assumption that we're gonna get a long rest before we do any additional fighting. So
So I'm making a dexterity saving throw against your lightning bolt.
yes, yeah, deck save.
That's not a great roll for me. That's a 9 on the dex save.
Hey, it fails. Jesus. It's only 25 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
As a bonus action, Hugo, you can have a bard die.
And that's Alistair's turn. Who's next?
We got Hugo with Leo on deck.
And Hugo could fly. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, he's got 60-foot fly speed now.
Fantastic.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so he's gonna fly toward the critter and attempt to put his axe in it. Power attack on this one. Does a 21 hit?
Sure does.
That's a good number. 29 points of slashing damage from that hit.
And that's enough. The thing lets out a scream as it comes detached from the wall. It falls to the ground. As it does, its skin, muscle, and bones seem to boil away into smoke. And just a loud, disgusting splatter of maggots hits the ground in front of the biblioplex where the thing took flight from. And that's it. That's all you know about this creature.
Okay, guys. The hell was that?
You said it's a pile of maggots now?
Yeah, its skin and muscle boiled away as it was falling. By the time it hit the ground, it was a pile of maggots.
I'm gonna fly down, pick up one of the maggots, and taste it.
Tastes like a maggot.
What the?
Huh.
It's not the best maggot you ever had. What's
Yep.
next?
I guess Leo will look down at the student and ask them if which direction did that creature come from?
The student's like freaked out, regaining their composure. It's like, I don't know, man. I was just going into the biblioplex, and then there was just this loud crash, and he looks over, and there is a broken window in the lower floor of the biblioplex. The thing looks like it came out of.
Oh,
Oh,
Guys,
I'm gonna
it
fly
came-
in through that window.
yeah, it came out of the biblioplex.
Well, let's get going.
Alistair's gonna check and see if the kid is okay. Is he
Yeah,
injured?
nobody's injured.
Okay.
Hugo got clawed twice for barely any damage.
No, that's fine. Yeah, Alistair will tell the kid to go get campus security and tell them what happened.
Okay.
Magic rent-a-cops.
What do you guys do next?
Well, I guess we follow Geppa, who flew through the broken window.
Well,
Yeah.
The broken window's down on the first floor. That's where the thing came out of. You guys
I'm still gonna
engaged it.
fly through it.
Okay. And so the lower floor of the biblioplex is this vast open library space. And there are toppled bookshelves, there's chaos, there's a lot of students very freaked out, giving a wide berth to the path that this creature must have taken to the window in the first place. There is a spot on the ground where some discharged magic had gone off. Maybe somebody's around here blasting off lightning bolts willy-nilly. We'll never know. No, one of the students here, when saw the creature, saw it was going to attempted to attack somebody, responded with a firebolt, which ignited part of the bookshelves, which is why there is damage in the area. The creature fled out of the window. That's all anybody knows.
Are there any signs of like summoning rituals as we go explore the library?
Not
Alistair
in
wonders if
here,
somebody
no.
was screwing around the basement.
Alistair wonders what?
If somebody was screwing around in the basement, maybe.
Witherbloom campus often has bizarre summoning rituals and things, but not in the middle of the biblioplex. That doesn't make sense.
Unless it was malicious.
And then it's a question of who are you accusing, and there's got to be an investigation. Right now, at the flashpoint of the event, nobody has these answers. Nobody knows what's going on exactly.
I guess. So we'll question the students and see if any of them know where the creature came from. Did it come up the stairs? Did it just appear out of thin air? Who saw it first?
There's discrepancies. Nobody saw it enter the biblioplex, but nobody saw it appear out of thin air either. The student that cast the firebolt said that they saw it out of the corner of their eye. They saw this monstrous creature moving to attack another student. And the student, like that student's not around anymore. They fled the scene. So the question of who saw it first, up in the air. We don't know for certain.
Well, Hugo, do you want to do like a 4x4 search, maybe? Or do we want to let campus police handle it?
Yeah.
So Strixhaven staff arrive before too long to try to like take over the situation, contain the area. Fortunately, nobody was hurt except Hugo, but he wears heavy armor, so it's like nobody doesn't really count.
Nope, sure doesn't.
Yeah, fighters are not people.
Each of you are asked questions. Just what did you see and when, and what was your reaction? General feeling seems to be this was a summoning that had gone wrong somewhere on campus, and this creature somehow made its way into the biblioplex where it became agitated when another student threw a firebolt at it.
Maybe it was just browsing for books before that.
It's possible. Nobody knows because nobody saw it before that moment.
What kind of critter is it anyway?
It was a humanoid critter, about 5, maybe 6 feet tall, with spindly limbs, and its whole body, all up, its arms, legs, back, and its long tail, and on the crown of its head were covered in sharp spines.
Unseelie AF, I suppose.
Yes, very much so. So at this point, there would be a school investigation into any summoning rituals throughout the campus. That doesn't involve any of you guys because nobody here is tangled up in like summoning circles and things, as far as I know. And then by the time evening rolls around, you have cleanup crews working on putting the biblioplex back in order. Just another day at Strixhaven. LOL.
Stupid magic school.
These things happen. They happen less frequently as perhaps they deserve to happen, considering what the people at the school get up to. The only other thing
do we want to have...
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do we want to have dinner at like the Fire Jolt or some popular place and see if we can overhear anything?
You can if you want.
Other people in party.
So staying out
like a sandwich.
kind of late into the evening, getting a sandwich at the Fire Jolt. The only other thing of note that happens during the day is a very raucous thunderstorm rolls in. By the time you guys leave the cafe, rain's coming down in sheets as the sun is setting. And it doesn't lit up well into the night. I need to step away for 2 more seconds. It's become apparent that what I need is a cup of hot tea to calm my throat down. I keep coughing. I'm going to make a cup of hot tea, and you guys can sit here and think about what horrible thing I'll do to you next. Be back in 2 minutes.
This is a mess.
Yeah. What if we
It has
just
to be this messy?
Yeah, what if we just stay inside and lock the door and just forget about it?
We have finals.
That is true. We can't just ignore it. We've got other shit to do.
This is not game related, but I'm sending you a picture in the general chat, McDowell. I want you to look at this. I want this.
That's good. I like it.
My favorite non-standard status effect in an RPG.
I like Diamond Eyes better. That's pretty good.
Man, I can't think today. I'm having a hard brain day, you guys. So I'm not sure what we should be doing.
Brains are difficult.
Clearly, we are intended to find the source of the horrific monster, which will lead us to a terrible dungeon that we will then go explore with minimal resources.
But I'm not sure how we go about that. Well, actually, I do have an idea because, yeah, we know somebody that is fiendish in nature.
Yeah.
We think this is a fiend? It seems those were perfectly natural maggots. Like, not fiendish or anything.
We just need to find out who's been dealing with Aslan.
Also, she, like, the last time she was involved with this, bad things came out of the sky. So I think
Yeah,
not beating the allegations is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the storm, and then the last what, 2 times there was a random ass monster. It was her fault.
All right, my tea bag burst open, so I have gritty, sandy tea now. We're rolling with it. We're doing it. We're moving forward.
Don't you have do you have a little handheld filter you can pour it through?
Probably.
No.
But I'm just gonna drink
Thou tea floweth over.
It's fine. It's just leaves. Just leaves and twigs.
It's just dirt. It's just tea dirt. It's just dirt water. It's fine.
It's coffee.
All right. Dahlia is not present this evening. She is doing some kind of. I mean, she's like a cool senior now, so she's coming up on graduation. They're doing like year 4 stuff with her classmates that you guys won't get to do till next year. However, Ellen is at your dorm tonight. In fact, do you guys want me to put the dorm map on screen? Seems like a thing that I should do. Since that's where you
Madame
is.
Veritas.
Yeah, Ellen is hanging out with you tonight. Here is your dorm
Mazes and
room.
Monsters and Mayhem cancel on you tonight, Geppa.
Ellen's in the
Yeah.
background. Ellen shows up to every game session, just constantly yelling again, but nerd.
So what, you guys like throw these little math rocks? What?
mean, I didn't really get it either to start with, but I tried it once. It was neat and interesting, but it's not really my thing.
Don't really remember much.
You were asleep for half of it.
You have no proof that happened.
It's fine. You just got to put your head down and rest a little bit.
You put your head on my shoulder for 10 minutes.
Listen, just because there was that thing with the wet stain on your shoulder does not mean I was asleep.
No, you were definitely asleep.
Unfortunately, these dorm rooms don't have electricity, so I can't do a dramatic thing where like the power goes out because of the storm. So that doesn't happen. We're in a pre-electricity
I'm
society.
glad that hasn't happened.
Yes.
I'd hate for that to happen.
There is,
All the
however,
candles blow out.
very, very late at night. Probably way later. Like it's probably like 2 or 3 hours past the point where Ellen probably should have gone back to her dorm. There's a loud bang on your door. A visitor has arrived well after the time anybody should be out, and the storm is still raging.
Oh, it's probably Dahlia. Probably lost her key again. I'll
Yep.
go open the door.
Open the door, and a man is standing there. Lynn, drenched head to toe. His left arm, he's clutching it tightly to his chest, and you can see blood is running down into the crook of his elbow. His right arm is clutching his cloak, which he's holding draped over a smaller person standing next to him that you can't see because the cloak is presumably was shielding them from the rain outside. And he looks very freaked out.
Leo doesn't just Leo sees the blood and like rushes him in, and who would be like
Lynn?
First aid?
Lynn, what the hell?
When Lynn steps in and moves his cloak aside, the person underneath it is Allie. Allie is, again, drenched head to toe, and as soon as they're safely into the dorm, she throws her arms around Leo and begins weeping into his chest. Who is seeing to Lynn's wound? I want to start with that.
Yeah, Alistair's gonna see to Lynn's wound. How bad is it, and does it need magical healing?
He has a pretty sizable laceration from his shoulder down his upper arm. And he's been bleeding pretty badly.
I guess I'll cure wounds on him.
I mean, we wouldn't want to put you out or nothing.
Yeah, well, we don't want to make the evil demonic anti-bard hurt too much. So,
Okay.
Here's fucking Shadow. What happened?
And Lynn gives a relieved exhale as Alistair's cure wound spell expertly stitches up the laceration.
He's still hungry.
Lynn steps forward and sits down. He looks exhausted, and he's already a pale guy, but he looks even more pale than usual. I was doing some independent research in the biblioplex tonight. It was kind of sequestered in after today's events, and things calmed down and began to rain, so I figured I would just pull an all-nighter there. I heard footsteps. He motions over to Allie. And I found her sleepwalking amongst the stacks of the biblioplex. And when I went to wake her up, some creature out of nowhere. I don't see where it came from or where it went to, and briefly describes the creature that you fought earlier today.
Cut it down. Turned into maggots. I know anything about that?
There was a second one, or I don't know, but give me this gash. I used an expeditious retreat to get the girl and I to safety. Once she was awake, she just continued to call out for Leopold's name. I thought to bring her here.
Leo has been talking to Allie to try and get her to calm down a little bit, and see what the last thing she remembers is.
She remembers hearing some story about like a monster attack at the Biblioplex. She was nowhere near the place. Apparently, like she heard that like Geppa and Hugo took care of it because they're like the monster guys on campus nowadays. But no, she remembers going to sleep and having weird dreams of these creatures, and that's all she knows. She's just kind of freaking out about it. She tells you that because she had these dreams of these creatures, she didn't want to go back to her own room. She doesn't know how, it feels like these things are looking for her.
All right.
Well, one of those things didn't seem too difficult to handle. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable leaving ourselves open for more, for them to send more.
Well,
Chances are they may track her here.
Lynn asks you if you know anything about what these creatures are.
Not a clue. We know that they are big and pointy and don't like getting hit by lightning.
That's about right. It's about the size of it, yeah.
I mean, who
Leo
And
does?
turn into maggots.
well, Leo doesn't know this guy very well, so he's not like shh.
Well, we saw
Uh,
him hanging around. We saw him hanging around Alistair once or twice.
Yeah, Alistair will vouch for him. This is Lynn. He's a man after my own heart. He's a fan of music and poetry, and he's been trying to get a job here, but you know how the dean's been.
Alistair, as you're vouching for Lynn, and of course blaming the dean, who's not really the dean, that's like your whole thing, right?
Yeah, he's not the dually like the dean.
It is very strange that an instructor at Strixhaven, or even somebody with aspirations to become an instructor, would be doing independent research at the Biblioplex this late at night. That is odd.
Were you
Not really.
were you squatting? Were you squatting in the Biblioplex?
No, as I said, I was doing some independent research.
What were you doing research on? Songs and dance?
No, not songs as such. I believe there's a connection into what I was researching and the day's happenings with this young lady.
You go on.
Yeah, I'm more than clear to hear you out.
There's a lot to tell, and it's difficult to know, meaning no offense to present parties. It's difficult to tell who in Strixhaven I ought to trust. Alistair, I believe, is a man of fine moral character. And if he tells me that you are all his friends, well, I believe perhaps my story is safest with you.
Lynn, these are the guys that I write songs about. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Alistair, will you forgive me that I have not lied to you in our meetings, but I have withheld important truths.
Lie of omission is still lying, my friend.
Listen, Lynn, are you here to take over the school and kill everybody?
No, heaven forfend. I believe that's Lord Winspear's job.
Okay, great. Then that's fine. Just tell us what you know.
He tells you that his this may be difficult to believe, but I am the last living scion of House Turwin. That's impossible. And here's why. Like, no history check required. House Terwin was the royal house of Endoline during the Liberation War. They were the aggressors of that war. And their house was extinguished. The royal line was severed completely by the victorious Ferniskins at the end of the war. For him to claim that he's a scion of House Terwin doesn't pass any version of the sniff test. For one thing, he's way too young. And for another thing, they're all accounted for. We know where they're all buried. There wasn't a missing son or a missing grandson somewhere.
On the other hand, we know about people that vanished to Ravenloft, so I'm not sure if Alistair believes that's totally impossible. Alistair's question is, where have you been hiding in that case? And
So,
who's in your grave?
I guess that's at that point in the story, identifying himself as a member, like a lost prince of this royal house. Does anybody stop him at that point, or do you just let him keep going?
And I'm the reincarnation of Ruby Veritas, but continue.
He tells you that he's the natural son of the last queen's younger brother. Natural son means a bastard child. He was not have a noble mother. He claims that his father never acknowledged him, and that's how nobody knows of his identity. If he's telling the truth, he's at least 80 years old.
You don't look a day over 20. Or I have no idea how old he looks.
He looks fairly young. He undoes the first button of his, like, what's he wearing? I think a vest. He pulls out an obviously magical amulet. He tells you that he uses a glamour to hide his age, and he uses an amulet of non-detection to hide the glamour. In order to appear to look young when he's actually very old.
That's a lot of trouble to go through.
It's a very difficult and dangerous world right now in the country of Endoline.
We can circle back to this. Just continue with your story. It's fine. We know magic is a thing. People apparently get carted off in the middle of disasters. Like, it's fine. We'll go address the plot holes later.
We'll figure out the plot holes later. At the end of the Liberation War, because for centuries, Endoline was the home of the Etherine Church. Until about 300 years ago, there was a schism where the High Aethar moved to Fernisco instead and established the Holy Republic here. So Endoline still has a lot of like old relics and old structures, cathedrals and stuff. And one of the things that they had by the end of the war was the Grand Library of the Etherine. It's a vast collection of knowledge, functionally the sum of all human knowledge to that point in history. And now that's my phone going off. Ugh.
That's where we keep all of our knowledge these days.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right, sorry about that. That was my good friend Scam Likely calling to check on me.
Oh, I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I
Is
hope,
he out of warranties again?
hope Scam Likely's doing okay. So they had this vast library, and at the end of the war, when the Ferniskins were going in and sieging the capital city, the question of what happened to that library is unknown. Everybody has a different claim. The Endoline claimed that the Ferniskins burned it and destroyed it and ruined everything. Other people claim that the Ferniskins stole the library and have squirreled it away somewhere. Other people claim that Endoline nobles like took it apart piecemeal during the war and shipped it off and it's broken into 1,000. Just nobody knows. Lynn claims that he knows. He says that he devoted his life to finding the location of this library, and he's come to believe that it's housed at a secret site in the earth beneath Strixhaven. In fact, it's his opinion that Strixhaven was founded specifically to conceal this library from notice, and he's very close to finding it.
What is in this library that you're searching for?
He explains that actually you previously had spoken to a military commander from Endelene when you guys were in Velus, who mentioned that political turmoil is high there. The country's on the brink of civil war. Lynn says he wants to avert that disaster. He says if he can bring proof that the library exists, this cultural heritage, back to his people, he could stake a claim on the Endelene throne and get a handle on the political situation before it comes to war and lives are lost unnecessarily. That's his stake in this.
So you're trying to find a library in order to prevent a war. What does that have to do with creatures popping out of nowhere? And better yet, what does that have to do with Windspear?
With Windspear, I don't know. I don't have a good read on the man. During the Liberation War, a benefactor came to us. I say us, I mean the last commanders of holding out in the Endelene capital. They knew the war was lost at that point. This benefactor offered to put the library into hiding, to establish a place where it could be hidden, where it wouldn't be found, but it would also would be safe from the incoming Ferniskin raiders and marauders. I believe that benefactor was the man you know as Dean Darkwood. And I believe he founded this school to hide that library. Where better to hide a magical library than underneath a magical library?
Okay, but why do you need to hide the library? What's in there that's so dangerous? Is it full of like 9th level spells? Like what's in there?
To hear him tell it and the just traditional knowledge of, like, this is a very famous library. This is the grand library of the Etherine. Everything's in there. The sum of human knowledge. And remember, the Etherine Church is based on the idea that finding and sharing knowledge is paramount. It's what God literally told his people to do. They've got everything in there if it's real and if it exists.
Yeah, no, this would be huge to.
The Library of Alexandria.
Yeah.
I believe I have, in finding the access point to this hidden library, I believe I may have triggered some kind of safeguard put into place by Dean Darkwood many years ago, and that's perhaps where these creatures are now coming from. It was not my intent, but it's possible my actions have had unintended ripple effects.
Then I suppose you should probably want to take responsibility for that then, right?
First, I wanted
You're
to
not trying
confirm
to-
if the library is there.
So you were poking around in the restricted area and accidentally set off the alarm, and now you're not sure what to do?
Well, I would have. I have the means to deal with these things in my own way, but I was distracted. He motions back to Allie.
You're not a very good thief, Lynn. I gotta be honest. You should stick to poetry.
I will at that. When I take the throne, they shall call me the Poet King, and I shall steal no more. I give you my word this day, Alistair.
At least hire competent companions if you do.
I don't know what connection this girl has to Darkwood, or the creatures, but it must be something.
Oh my god, Leo, what if Allie's a security system?
That's a thought. But
What if she's like the guard dog? Should we put a collar on her?
I slap Alistair in the back of his head.
Good idea.
Trying to like parse how this fits in with thing, because like it could just be a coincidence too, because we've got other things going on.
Do you tell that to Link?
But
Do you think it's a coincidence?
no, I'm like thinking out. This is me, the player, thinking out loud.
Sure.
Sorry. The thing is Leo doesn't know how much of like. So like Leo has tried every time there's been an incident with Allie. Leo has told Allie. Like this has happened. Like he hasn't kept it a secret from her. Like,
Sure.
Her standard response is she just brushes it off and doesn't seem to like she's like physically incapable of caring about that. Is my read on it.
It's not her mood, not her vibe tonight.
Right. I'll just ask her, Allie, this concerns you. How much of what I've witnessed over the last 2 years do you want me to like just say to this guy? It might be relevant, it might help.
She said, I just want whatever this is to be over. It's like sometimes I'm having thoughts and they're not mine, and I make decisions that don't make sense in the moment, but they feel right afterwards. And it's like I go to sleep and I wake up tired, and sometimes it's like I'm talking to myself, but it's not myself. She babbles on like that until somebody interrupts her.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Alistair lets her go.
All right, so you guys can like correct me if you think I've got something wrong here. Leo's saying this and he starts really slowly. He says, Allie appears to be, I don't know if she is or is host to some kind of creature from, and I don't remember if they said it was like demonic in nature or a fiend of any kind in like when we talked to the guy in that dungeon. Skexulix.
Skexul. Everybody gets his name right. That's very interesting.
And we like from what I've seen, like Darkwood has hidden Allie here to stop something from happening in another place, someplace called the City of Doors, and they're looking for her. And I think whatever this entity is what affects her behavior, or at least in the extreme situations where she has no memory afterwards. I cannot speak to her normal behavior. But I'm not sure why she would have been drawn there.
Okay.
Unless whatever is sealing the creature inside of her is, maybe there's a key there, or some way to Leo just kind of trails off.
Ellen pipes up. She says, Keppa, we have to go steal this library, right? Like, if this is the real
absolutely.
library of the Etherine, like, we're going there, right?
Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely going there, Ellen, yes.
I mean, I feel like we've been beating around the bush for the obvious. Like,
To which Lynn gives a soft chuckle. Says, "Well, you young folks wouldn't happen to know an intrepid group of adventurers capable of this kind of expedition, would you?"
Yeah, I have a sending stone that goes to such a group. Let me go in my bedroom and get it.
Yeah, they're kind of on the other side of the world right now, saving the planet from dragons. You know you're not coming with us, right, Lynn? Because like I like you, but I'm not sure if we can trust you not to backstab us.
He's injured anyway. He says that if you're going to go and make these go to the Biblioplex, he'll tell you where he thinks the access point is in the Biblioplex, and he would be happy to stay here and ensure that Allie remains safe.
Yeah. Can we? So, like, we don't know where. In a short period of time, how likely is it we would be able to find somebody like some other like people that we're friends with to sit on Allie? Because he's, like you said, he's injured.
You've got all these relationship points. You could call in favors from anybody that you think would be helpful in this case.
All right. Leo is going to call on. I mean, we don't know where Dahlia is.
Dahlia, because we're a few weeks away from graduation, Dahlia and all other fourth years are doing some kind of graduation preparation ceremony nonsense tonight.
Well, okay, then I can't call on Timmet because that's what he's doing.
You could call him away from that if you're a level 3 with Timmet. He would absolutely, if there's something much more important that needs to be done.
Yeah, well, I'm at level 3 with Dahlia as well.
We can do it with Dahlia too then.
Mm-hmm.
I ran Dahlia off to have an excuse to not have her go on this adventure and have Ellen go instead.
Right, yeah, no. Also, like, does anybody I'm gonna I'll go find both Timmet and Dahlia and ask them to sit in here with him.
Okay.
So that like if a demon busts in the window, they can fight the demon or devil or fiend or fae or undead. Whatever it is.
Maybe something we should take a class on in the future.
While Leo is taking care of that, Lynn asks you, he asks amongst you group, does anybody speak the Endoline language? Can any of you read it is more important.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Just because if the library is there and if the access point works, if you manage to get into the grand library of the Etherine, all of the materials, most of them anyway, will be in Endoline. The oldest ones will be in Old Etherine, which I know some of you can speak.
I also speak that.
Okay. He is willing to then supply you with 2 scrolls of comprehend language to assist you with that task. Just in case you get down there and you have to start going through a bunch of books. Just to kind of speed things up. So Geppa can look through them. I think Ellen only speaks for Niskin.
She speaks Old Etherine as well.
Okay.
Old lacking.
Old Etherine is a bit like being able to like speak Roman during the European Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Latin.
I'm just psyched that I pulled 2 lightning bolts out of that dude before we had the adventure today.
To be fair, just only because I didn't punch it.
Sure.
And a fly.
Who's going to take the 2 comprehend language scrolls? Geppa doesn't need one because he can read the language.
I mean, I'll hold on to.
I mean, I think.
One.
I guess I'll take one.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let's just split them up in case we. Yeah.
Okay. Any last minute preparations before you guys head out to the Biblioplex? We're going to. The access point is not part of the adventure. I thought about doing a whole encounter with this because the Strixhaven book does have a map of the Biblioplex that you can go in and explore. We're just going to say that you understand where Lynn's access point is, and it leads down underground somewhere to get to the fun stuff that I made myself.
Can I take a moment to say that biblioplex is a great word?
Yeah, it's like the giant library in the middle of Strixhaven is the biblioplex.
We should have a biblioplex in every campaign going forward.
Should there be? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The last thing I need to do then is we'll go ahead and take our break here. Get your coffee, get your bagel. So I need everybody to pull up their curtain because I thought that I put the Fog of War on this map, but I have not. So I need to do that. Oh, I have to sit here and wait for Chris to come back so I can have him put his curtain up.
Chris, if you can hear us, do not look at your monitor for the next 30 seconds.
No, I'll wait for him to come back so he can put his curtain up.
Yeah.
Unless he just like jumped immediately out of his chair before you finished your break spiel.
Technically, this is still the break spiel. This is the longest break spiel in history.
Running to the bathroom, like he had to mega tinkle.
Yeah. All right. So to continue my pitch for there being a biblioplex in every thing going on, it fits perfectly into your next campaign idea. Like the concept of a biblioplex, like a library of Alexandria place that exists, and like all of the sum of knowledge is here.
I will take your suggestion under consideration.
Uh-huh.
All right. Chris is back just in time to take a break.
Oh shit! It is that time. Okay.
Yeah. So I need you to pull down your curtain so I can put. I put the Fog of War on the map, but I must not have saved the map. So
Alistair insists on a long rest before we go.
I don't think you're getting one, man.
Well, then Alistair will show up the next morning.
I think this is going down the night. All right, let me put the Fog of War on this map. It's a beautiful map, too, made by Crosshead, it looks like. Just draw
Thank you, Crosshead, for a delightful map.
Fog of War rectangle, and we will reconvene here in about 15 minutes to run this dungeon.
What do we have time for an attempt at a rat coin run?
Go for it. I'm glad you found a game that you like.
I'm gonna mute this and take my headset off for 15 minutes.